Hi guys, welcome to wingbones.com, home of the new Angle Lab, an exciting new tool for the RC soaring community to optimize wing joiners. Let's go ahead and just dive into the tool. This will take about 5 minutes to give you an overview. Go to wingbones.com from any browser and click on Angle Lab from the main menu. This is what the tool looks like when you're on a PC or on a widescreen big screen, and this is what it looks like in mobile. On the left hand side here we see a representation of the wing that's built into the model when you first open it. You see the performance indicators that are indicating no difference because the experimental wing and the baseline wing are exactly the same at the moment. We can immediately start fiddling around with the model and see what happens. We can go into the experimental wing and start changing the angles to see how that compares to the baseline. Let's go ahead and clear that and talk about a scenario in which we might use Angle Lab. Let's say my buddy is telling me that he's tried a 6-degree center joiner that the manufacturer released and he thinks it's better. Well, let's see if they're onto something. We look at this and we see the thermal turn stability, which is that elusive hands-off turning or very little pilot input for a very efficient thermal turn. We're seeing a 76% improvement. We're taking a little bit of a hit on the air penetration and the aileron authority. And I'm wondering, well, could it even be better? Let's see what the optimizer has to say about it. Hit the button and it's improved it further. With a slight adjustment here, we've decreased the angle of the wingtips by 1/2 degree, and the center is changed by 1/2 degree. How much of a difference did that make? Well, it eliminated the air penetration issue and reduced the aileron authority issue and increased the thermal turn stability. So that's looking pretty good. I can tell you that I fly this model, which is built into the Angle Lab, and through my own testing it actually does improve performance to that degree. So I like this. I'm going to save it. Improved performance. If I can type, by Angle Lab. Save my experiment. Save it in the files, saved into a .anglelab file. And now I can print my results, or I can go ahead and put some notes. Like it. Do my print results. And puts my notes at the bottom and gives me everything I'd ever want to know about the model. The baseline, the experimental, the performance improvements, all available at my fingertips in a printout. So that's one scenario. Let's say then I want to optimize another plane. I can go to the lab clerk here and do a lab cleanup to clear everything. Sets back to the defaults of Angle Lab, and now I can go into the baseline wing and put my own information in there. Let's say I have another model that's got a 6-degree wingtips, maybe 3.5 center joiner angle. Now this center angle is adjustable. Most F5J planes now plug into our 4-piece wings and plug into the side of the fuselage, and the center angle is adjustable. Now if you have a top wing mount, you would unclick this. You can adjust the weight of the plane overall, and then the most important things to enter here are the total wingspan. Let's say it's a little bit lower, and the wingtip length is actually, instead of 1,040 millimeters, it's 1,000 or 1 meter. And then the root chord is like 235. Now if your plane has additional angle in the wingtip here, you can click on this. My wingtips have an additional dihedral molded into them, and enter that information. 4 degrees, and it's let's say 420 millimeters long, and you can see that added to the wingtip. In this case, I'm not going to use that because my plane doesn't have that. I've entered everything into the baseline. I'm going to the experimental wing, copy the settings from that baseline so we're on the same page, and now I can start fiddling. Wow, okay, if I go to a 9-degree wingtip joiner, I can get thermal turn stability increased 92%. I like that. Is this aileron authority a problem? I don't know. That's something ultimately you have to fly. But let's see what the optimizer has to say about it. It's saying to change the center joiner and the tip so that we have 4 degrees in the center and 8 on the tip. I get 96% increase in thermal turn stability, a little less of a hit on the air penetration. I think I'll go with that. Again, I can save this off. I can print the results, take my notes, and save it. So that's an overview of Angle Lab. I hope you guys take or make use of it. And if you have any feedback, let me know. Also, additional questions can be answered through the user guide that's available through this question mark. All right, see you guys at the field.